Okay, it's 9:03. We'll be getting on with the flow. Just think. Good evening, guys. Good evening, Shenu. Good evening, all. Okay, so I think now we are ready to launch. Okay, is everyone? So, chalo. Okay, welcome to the day three, everybody. Nice to see you guys. So, yes, it's been like 4 minutes past something going on here and there. So, I was thinking, yeah, I should start like maybe 5 minutes early. So, first of all, good to see. We are all in the week one of this 4 week program. Every week is going to be one step better, one step above, one step above. Okay, that's how all the 4 weeks are planned. Okay, and slowly and steadily, the way the entire season is planned, it is key. It will push you to take more actions, more commitment. Week by week, more will be expected out. Okay, so right now we are in the week one. We are starting casual. We are discussing about techniques. We are talking about strategies, this, that. Slowly we will now, today's session, we are going to make it practical. Okay, so whatever we discussed yesterday, as part of today's session, we are going to practically customize as per your career planning. Okay, and even if, let's say, in the group we have people not coming from IT background, so all you guys can also parallelly, the process, the strategy approach remains same. You can customize it to whatever layer you are in. Okay, and that's what we are going to do today. So we are going to customize it, and then furthermore, as the next 2 more days are pending for the week one, more career related techniques will be discussed. Okay, so this is how step by step we are going to get going. Okay, now first of all, just a quick reminder. Yesterday we discussed some of the techniques which I have practically seen really working well in the industry. I have applied it, my friends have applied it in the past. Right now, we see that this is what is required as we are growing in our careers. And when we see junior levels and all the budding people in the industry, so from like leading a 40 member, so I know what to expect and what kind of expectations are there from every experience level. Okay, now it is completely up to individual okay, how fast or slow they want to grow in your career. That's completely their choice, but I'm trying to give you the best possible value which you can definitely convert as part of this week one. Okay, now the thing is, what we discussed yesterday, two primary areas for job seekers, for working professionals. Okay, next, for job seekers, all the techniques that we discussed, they are also available in the blog. So shortly I will be pasting the link of that blog again. Okay, and then for working professionals, 0 to 2, 2 to 4, 4 to 6. Okay, so those things are also summarized into the blog. Now, as part of today's workshop, okay, what we want to do is every one of you define what exactly you want out of your life and career in the next coming 3 months, 6 months. You define it. Okay, set up a target ki bhai, what do I want to make out of my career regardless of what stage you are in. Okay, even guys, non-IT people, you also plan it like that. Okay, what do you really want? When you say career is one important section of my life, everybody has something to improve upon. There is growth possible if you apply yourself properly. So the step one today focus will be, what do you want out of your career in the next coming 6 months or 1 year? Okay, it's up to you guys. I'm not saying ki okay, there are, if there are job seekers who say कि भाई 2 महीने में करना है, it's fine, but I'm just trying to give कि you need to have a clarity what you want and by when you want it. ठीक है, but don't set it up like 2 years, 3 years. Set it up in short terms, maybe 3 months, 6 months, 1 year, something around that. ठीक है, so as part of today, first we will get this clarity कि what we want to do. Step number two is we will go through this blog, the techniques and the ideas which we have written yesterday. And then you figure out which of these ideas can help you to get there. Plus, on top of that, you apply your own logic and whatever knowledge you have, you know your circumstances better. Try to see what more you can apply in order to reach towards your target. Okay, to focus on both the areas, the ideas which we are discussing. The second thing is you look at your surroundings. What are the people that you know, who are the contacts that you have, who can help you to reach towards your destination, and accordingly even write down those ideas. Okay, now once you have a target, what you want in your life, once you have the ideas, then comes we will be doing some planning. Okay, how do you convert this into a system so that you can start living it, and then slowly and steadily you will start moving towards your career growth. Okay, so this is what is the plan for today. Step by step समझते हैं, don't overthink it. Let's get started. Okay, so everybody who is on laptop, I would recommend ke just open some editor. So whichever editors you have with you, so just go there. Like OneNote, I basically use OneNote from Microsoft for tracking it. There is Notepad plus multiple things. So OneNote is like cloud se sync होके रहता है. It is not dependent on any device. So any laptop you switch, you can just log in and you get all of your notes stored there. Okay, so open some kind of editor, or you can use simply a Google Doc as well. Cloud based is a better solution, so it's not machine dependent. You can access it on mobile and multiple ways anywhere. Okay, so everybody on laptops, open some editor where you're going to do. Everybody who cannot use a software version, try to get into a pen and a paper and then get started. Okay, chalo साथ में करते हैं. Step by step, I'll also do it because yes, I also have my career goals. So that's what, together if we do it, it will become very easily possible regardless of what industry. And let me tell, if you don't have this clarity okay, what you want out of your life, that means you're not going to get there. Without clarity, there is no good future. Without clarity, you will just keep bumping here and there on the roads, and you will be like, what is happening with my life? I'm not getting anywhere. Success is not coming. Pain is there. Struggle is there. So clarity is everything. So chalo, let's get started. Okay, everyone. So think about it. What is the most important thing that you want in your career as early as possible? That as early could be 3 months, 6 months, 1 year, it is up to you. But what is the most important thing which you immediately want in your career? Think about it, write down one liner statement which actually says what do you want. Chalo, everybody, just open anything fresh and then start noting it down. And guys, everybody, I sincerely request you to take actions. Listening is not going to help. It has never helped anybody, and it will not help you as well. Okay, so sincere request, everybody, apply. Okay, so the simple question: what is the most important thing for your career which you want to immediately attain? Write down one liner statement. Okay, what do you exactly want out of your career? If you want a job, mention that. If you want a project, mention that. If you want to work in a different technology, mention that. If you're targeting for learning a different role in your company, mention that. If you want visibility in your company, mention that. There will be something important which you really want out of your life. If you're looking for a bigger role, mention that. If you're looking for a promotion, mention that. If you're trying to become a full stack, mention that. If you're trying to become a lead, something, you should have some expectations out of your career. Okay? So write down simple one-liner statement about it. And once you're done, just write down in chat, okay, done. Okay. And you should know this at any given point of time in your life. If somebody asks you a question, you should know what you actually want. Without that, it's not going to be possible. The brain works in a manner, okay? You need to have target. The brain attacks targets. Okay, there are a few of the guys who are saying done. Okay, everybody else close it as well. And guys, doesn't matter. You might make a wrong decision, that is okay. Important thing is you decide. Tomorrow, if you get a better thought, no, I want that, you can change it. It's not fixed, okay? So don't let your ego get in the way. You will improve in this, but at least start doing it. Okay. Now, second, multiple members saying yes. Okay. Now, continue this statement and define a deadline. By when do you want to achieve this? Okay. And guys, while you are setting this deadline, thoda sa think about it. How challenging your task is. Just in your mind, how complicated you feel. Just make sure you're not giving a too big timeline or too small timeline. Make it a bit realistic. Because you might have already thought about it, kitna ho sakta, nahi ho sakta. Try to give a realistic timeline to this. Okay. A deadline. Mention one date. By so and so date, I want to achieve this. Okay. So just write down. Think about it. Write it down. Because this is how all the great people accomplish their goals. In one of the interview, Jeff Bezos was asked this question, ki bhai, Amazon ka profit is going very good and you will be happy. So what he said is, this profit that Amazon is extracting in this quarter, we planned it 5 years ago. So this was expected. Right now, the discussions that we are doing is we are planning about what will happen to Amazon in profit in the next 5 years. Nothing but they are doing 5 years planning and they are accomplishing their targets. We need to also get successful in our life by doing this target setting, planning, execution, achieving. Okay? So everybody give a due date. And once you have given that date, think about it. Once you have given that date, just confirm in chat. All your goals will become possible, guys, if you apply the right strategy, stay committed to accomplish that, take regular actions. It's all a system. Okay, let me also check mine. Date is very important and your goal clarity is very important. Okay. Okay. Multiple members are saying done. Let's take a minute more. Meanwhile, okay, meanwhile, I'm sharing this yesterday's blog link back again. Go through it very carefully. Like, dekho, one thing is, if the foundation is weak, even if you build a very great career, someday it is going to fall. If the building foundation is weak, you create a tower 20 feet, it will collapse someday. That's how life works. So you need to understand your core knowledge foundation should be strong. That is where, when we said 0 to 2, 2 to 4, 4 to 6, go through every of that step one by one, and then you understand what you are missing right now in your career planning, which you need to work upon. Guys, better late than never. So if you have not mastered the right thing at the right time, now is the time to do that. Don't take shortcuts. Build a right foundation, grow more, put efforts. Once you become strong, na, arre, log will run after you. Ke bhai, come to us, come to us. Once you have the right knowledge, that's how things will work out. Okay, fine. So I'm sharing this LinkedIn blog post again in our chat. Okay, just 1 second. Okay, now requesting everybody to go through this, launch it in a separate browser, look at these, try to think through. Okay, and then take some time out. First go through these, then take some time out, and you think in your life, what can you do in order to apply? Think about your own strategies, your own ideas as well. Some of you might have your friends are working somewhere, your brothers and sisters are working somewhere, your family is somewhere. Okay, nothing but can you work with people in order to get more? Okay, ठीक है, तो खुद का सेल्फ आइडियाज प्लस दिस आइडियाज, थिंक अबाउट बोथ ऑफ देम and do one thing. Whichever ideas you feel you can apply in order to go closer to your goal, one by one start tracking it separately. So in your OneNote, start writing those ideas from your mind, from this blog, and start getting organized. Yeah, everybody, it's your own independent. If somebody is not from the IT background, think about it for yourself. If you are not getting ideas, go to Google ki how your industry works. Sab kuch available in the form of blogs or something. Go, whatever is your field, check it out ki what should be done in order to have a strong career in your field. You will get some action points. Now you plus your action points together define these ideas down. Everybody do this exercise. Let it take like 5-10 minutes, no problem. Okay, is everyone? Okay, be very careful. Okay, and write down ideas, minimum 10 ideas. If you think more will be valuable, go to 15, go to 20. Whatever comes to your mind from your own self, from these blogs, figure out, write it down, take it out separately, make it your own custom idea set for accomplishing your goal. If you feel like I need to learn this, I need to learn that, I need to do practical. We talked about logical growth of your mind. We spoke about a lot of things. So figure it out. If you feel you need to do some certifications, figure it out. Okay, what certifications you want to do, what kind of trainings you need to go. If you feel you need to get into one more parallel project in your company, think, whatever comes to your mind. Guys, apna human brain is very good. You give it time to think, it will come up with something. Okay, yeah. Look at your goal statement, look at your deadline, come up with plan. What can be done? What can be done? Think with focus, guys. It's dekho. Somebody said this very nice thing: a human brain is for coming up with ideas. It is not for like innovations happen in the mind. Whatever you see out in the real world, somebody got the idea in the mind. Ki, "Arey, this can be done. Light can be generated. We can pass messages through air via some medium." Ideas came to somebody, then they further went on to implement it. So let your brain cook up some nice, sensible ideas of what can be done. Okay. Write down 10, 15, 20, whatever you feel like, which will take you forward in your career towards your goal. ठीक है? And if you think you have sufficient, just in the chat mention your number, how many ideas you got, and keep continuing. Okay, for more 6 minutes, take some time out. 9:30 tak we will continue with this activity. Still 6 more minutes, because guys, ideas aa gaye to execution is the second part. Don't worry about how to do it. Think about what needs to be done. Okay, don't worry about kaise karna hai and all that thing. Think clearly. So what needs to be done in the first case in order to do this? Okay, somebody is saying 4 ideas. Okay, we need 10. Okay, so keep brushing yourself. Give some challenges and thinking tasks to your mind so that more ideas needs to come up. Okay, you need to think differently, out of the box. Then only your mind will become more sharper. So take some time out, squeeze yourself, squeeze yourself. 10, minimum 10 ideas should be there. We have so many ideas mentioned in the blog, plus you think from your side, combined list, there should be total minimum 10 ideas. Target for that. Okay. Srujitha has come up with 10 ideas. That's good. Keep brainstorming. Okay, we still have 4 minutes. So there was this guy. Okay, the name is Earl Nightingale. So he said one very interesting technique. Okay, he said ki very frequently you start thinking about these ideas and try to write 20 ideas. Okay, how you can accomplish your goals. 20. And he came to that number with after a lot of analysis. What he said is the initial 5 6 will happen easily. Further, if you start thinking, it will become tough. But as soon as you cross 16 and 17, your mind will become blanky by what more can be done. And he said most of the time when you reach this 17 number, from there to 10, the ideas that you will get will be very out of the box, very innovative, very creative, which is not seen naturally. That means your now brain has thought something beyond. Okay, so try to push yourself. You still have 3 more minutes, everyone. Whatever knowledge you have of your life, of your dreams, desire, put everything to play here. Okay, There is this very good guy, okay, Simon Sinek. He's a big author, talks a lot about leadership. He like speaks on big platforms like Google, Microsoft, Apple. These kind of companies invite him for sharing knowledge. Okay, so Simon Sinek, he said this very great thing. We are too much busy in our current lives. We are so busy that we are not taking time out to think. Okay, what is going on with my life? What are the problems that I'm facing? What can be done in order to solve the problems? He's like, we are not thinking about all these things. And if you just take time out and weekly leave 2 3 hours only to think, then your brain is so creative, so powerful, it will give you all the solutions. So it's not required to run here and there, what to do, what to do. There is internet. You sit, you reserve 2 3 hours for thinking, strategies, ideas. Automatically, you'll find better things to happen. Okay. Okay. So now let's see. So guys, the time is going through. It's 29. How many do we have? Okay. So we have Sujita 10 ideas, Alok 7, Akhila 16, Nakul 10, Chetan 11, Amulya 16, Mayur 7, Shruti 22, Shenu 18. Okay, pretty good. Next, Nigar 17. Okay, Manikanta 10, Afsar 11, Divesh 22, Saurav 11, Sunita 10. Okay, pretty good, pretty good. Okay, guys, it's 9:32. Krishnakant 9. Okay, okay. Now, guys, now there is a pattern. I'll tell you. Now, in this group itself, okay, Siddheshwar 11, Achal 10. Nice, nice. What has happened is, in this group itself, there are people. Okay, so we have members with us who are part of the previous season. Okay, and they have done multiple seasons with us already, and recently they were part of the last season also. Now if you see, majority of them are able to write down 16, 17, they have reached 18, they have touched 20 with ease. In the same time, on an average, the new guys who are joining in, they are just able to make it around 10, 11. Okay, so those who have done these kind of brainstorming exercises already with us, for them the brain is thinking more fast. They already know what ideas can be done, and the brain will optimize things if you do it more frequently. Just understand, guys, understand how a human being operates. You do something for the first time, it will take time, it will be more hard, but if you keep repeating this, the brain becomes optimized. Okay, so just know it. And this ideas and all, it is not a one-time thing. You do it and everything will be sorted. You need to make it a part of your lifestyle, and that's what we are going to go forward. But chalo, as a step by step karte, that's what, guys, it's a 4-week program. Step by step we are going to take this to completion. Okay, fine. So now get going. So very good. So step number 1, everybody, was to write down your goal statement. Okay, so write down your goal statement, clear cut clarity. What do you really want, and which should have a deadline. Okay, now second is writing down the ideas, combining take a second. Okay, so first, goal statement, like what you want, what is the important thing for your career, with deadline. Okay, that's the first thing. Second, ideas. Okay, now guys, third thing, you have to think, the ideas is like what can be done in order to accomplish this. Now comes the next question. You need to understand few very important things, guys. Take some time out to really understand. We all have 24 hours. Nobody is given with more, nobody is given with less. In this 24 hours, whatever effort you can put, that will result into whatever output you will get out of your life. You cannot live 30 hours a day. You cannot underlive 20 hours. 24 is what you have. Now you need to get sensible about it. What is the best way for using this 24 hours? Don't try to overdo or don't try to underdo. Just be satisfied if you get maximum out of every day of your life. Otherwise, unnecessary frustration will come, tension will come. It is okay. Everything cannot be done in the same day. Accept it like that, but be satisfied in life. Okay, understand, guys. Dekho, abhi simple. Right now, what you have done is just realistically. Okay, right now, what you have done is you have set up a goal. Let's say it's going to be accomplished after 6 months. Example. Okay. Now, what will happen is from today till the next 6 months, every single day you will plan how to get there, what can be done, what can be done, what can be done. After 6 months, once you will reach to that place, know it. 99% of the time, you are just living the journey. Goal will come only once. And it is your choice whether to live in pressure, tension, worries, and struggle. Arey yaar, goal itna tough hai, I'm not getting the job. What will this happen? What overthinking? It's your choice. Because 99% of the time you will pass through the journey. And you need to make sure that you stay satisfied with your journey. You need to be satisfied with your journey because goal is just going to be accomplished only 1%. One day it will come where you will be like, done, wow. And what will happen, guys, as soon as you get the job, you will be like, is it end of the world? No. Then next targets will happen. Or how to learn this, or how to get good in project. Nothing, but there is no end for goals. You will always keep moving on and on. Understand, 99% of your life is the journey, and you need to make smarter decision. Okay, don't be frustrated out of life. Don't be worried about life. Don't self-doubt yourself. Do what best can be done today. And if you have given your best today, be satisfied and have peace and happiness. Goal to aa jayega, but be satisfied in your today. That's the only thing that matters. That happy smile on your face when you're going to sleep. Okay, I give my best shot today. I learned something, I applied something, I did not waste my time. If that is what you have done, well and good. Agar wo nahi kar rahe ho, then be bothered. Okay? Now, let's get back. What is the next step? So we wrote down multiple ideas. So right now you have written X number of ideas. Now you have 24 hours. And how will you get best result out of this time? Is if you put all your energy and efforts on those ideas which will give you maximum results. Now you need to understand, out of these ideas which you have written, there will be some ideas where output will be faster and better compared to some ideas. It might take more time, but output might be lesser. Everything maybe in a long run is required, but now you need to think, what can you do today or this week? Right? You have 6 months goal. You have so many ideas, but you cannot do everything today. You need to break it down into what can you do this week? What can you do today? What can you do tomorrow? Right now, already it's like 9:10. Tomorrow, when you start, what is it that you can do right tomorrow to move towards your goal? You need to start thinking in terms of weeks and days and try to justify 24 hours that you have. Abhi, how to do that? Okay, how to do that? Out of all these ideas which you have written, we will be applying Pareto principle. Okay, Pareto was a researcher. He gave a theorem. His research one technique called as 80-20 principle. Okay, so he named a technique 80-20 principle, and it is applicable for multiple industries. Okay, which says 80% outcome will come because of 20% of efforts. This is one variation of that. 80% output will come if you put efforts on 20% on the ideas in our case. Now, it's a law. It is proven over multiple industries since many decades. Now, you need to believe and look at your list again and ask yourself a question. Out of all these ideas which you have written, what are the top 20% ideas which will give you maximum output in minimum time? Try to find that. Everybody, go back to your idea board and try to identify those top ideas and move it out and prioritize it on the top section. It could be 4 ideas, it could be 3 ideas, it could be 2 ideas, but identify the top 20% ideas. With Pareto law, it will work. Everybody, everyone. That's how, guys. If you give structure to your life, it all becomes possible. If you know what needs to be done, it all becomes possible. It's all systematic, organized way of doing things. There is no need of panicking, no need of like what to do, how to do. Your brain will answer everything. Give at least a chance to yourself. Okay. There is a lot which can be done. So identify. That's the third step. And move that in the top list. The top 20%. If you feel 20% in a yoga, go it into 30%. But at least write down the core ideas. Okay, just move it up. It should be impactful. It should give you results. It should move you closer to your goals faster. Okay, let's take a couple of minutes more. And once you're done, just write it in chat as done. It's all about identifying priorities. Simple. Spend time in things which will matter in your 24 hours. Automatically output will come. Many people go wrong in the current times. They are putting efforts, but they are putting efforts on things which will not give them much results. And then they are like, Arey, why is life so tough? Why don't I get results? Arey, because you're not putting energy on the right thing. That's where life is giving problems. So identify, put the efforts on things which will really give you results, and then you will grow. Okay. There are a lot of other techniques. Okay. There are a lot of other techniques, everyone. People say like, identify these key ideas which will really give you result, and observe in this entire 24 hours how much time you spend doing these, implementing these ideas. And I was reading a book in that the author said he realized he spent only 20 minutes, and he was like a very hardworking person, full morning say evening, he's putting so much efforts, but then he realized the actual thing which will get him result, he did only 20 minutes out of 24 hours. And he said he measured himself for entire 1 year, and the maximum he was able to reach was 5 hours of productive focus. That means rest of the time he was doing non-important things. So that's what he suggests, ki bhai, observe yourself. So fine, everyone, once you're done with this top identification, just write it in chat. We are getting a few dones. Everybody, quickly, identify. Okay. Akhila, Mani, Lakshmi, Achal, Shruti, Akhila, Afsar, Divesh, Harshali, Saurabh. ठीक है, चलो, moving on. Okay, moving on. Next, now, take okay. Okay, now you have written this. Now comes the question. Out of these high impactful ideas, what can you really implement your life right from tomorrow onwards? What changes do you want to bring in your life right from tomorrow onwards? Don't leave it for later, right from tomorrow. Okay, think about it and put a star mark against that. What is it that you want to do tomorrow? And start planning what time of the day you will be doing this tomorrow. Just make it into a immediately actionable plan. Okay, So just see what can be done right tomorrow out of these top ideas which you have written, and just do some planning. Write it down. Okay, tomorrow, so much time to so much time, I will do this. And after that, I will do this. At least try to see how much time you can spend right from tomorrow looking at your lifestyle. You know your 24 hours. Get it down, write it down. Plan yourself out. And if you're not taking actions on the goals that you have in your life, then automatically it becomes like, then where are you wasting all your time? Right? If you're not allocating time for what matters, then you're just wasting time, as simple as that. So plan it out. What you can do tomorrow out of these ideas, which will take you closer to your goals, and write it down how much time you will spend. Plan at what time, like is it 6 to 7 a.m. in the morning, or 8 to 10, or whatever your segments are. Okay, just write it down. And some of you might be, already I am doing trainings and all those things, but uske alawa, those trainings, everybody is doing it. What is it that makes you special? Why do you deserve that growth more than all the average people? That X factor, what is that X factor? That you need to figure that out. Guys, 80% of the world will not succeed. They will be average. So don't follow the crowd. You create your own way. You think, nahi yaar, baki log itna kar rahe, I want to do special something. I will do maybe 2 hours of more extra smart work, hard work than other people. My entire team, 10-member team is working in a certain manner. I will gain more knowledge better than them, and then I will train them. That is my responsibility. You can do whatever you want. It's your life. It's up to you how much efforts you want to put in order to succeed. And that's what, guys, tomorrow's session, we are going to speak about corporate mindset, this right attitude mindset, and how you should behave in your day-to-day corporate jobs. Tomorrow, we are going to discuss. Okay, big eye-opener for many people will be discussing tomorrow. So make it happen. Okay, so guys, do some day planning tomorrow. Out of these ideas, which idea you can implement right from tomorrow, and at what time of the day you can implement it. Okay, just write down these things. And as part of today's session, I just tried to quickly summarize how exactly you can convert your ideas into a executable plan. Now, what you need to do tomorrow, you just have to log in at that time, where whatever you have allocated right now, and work on those ideas. Then you ask a question: how? If I want to implement this idea, what should I do? How it can be implemented? And then more things will start coming in your mind, and sit down for that 1 hour, 2 hours, which you have blocked, and work on that idea. And then you will realize you are taking actions to convert your dreams into reality. That's where the results will come. So we strategize to get towards that time, what needs to be done, when it needs to be done. Our next responsibility is tomorrow at that time you should do it. Okay, so first plan this out. Uske baad we will set up a mobile alarm. Set it up for yourself tomorrow at that time, whichever you are planning to work. And as soon as it rings tomorrow, start working on that. Don't give any excuse. Don't push yourself away. It is something which you are doing for your own self. So make it happen. Okay. So everyone, if you have done with your tomorrow day plan and all that, just confirm it in chat. And after that, set up the mobile alarm. Simple steps. But if you apply it sincerely, a lot of results will start coming out, team. So plan it out for tomorrow. It could be different people allocating different times. Now you need to understand this important thing. There might be some people, they will say, I will give 5 hours tomorrow on this thing. There will be some, they will say, oh, I can give only 1 hour. There will be some who will say, I will give 10 hours. Now, the rate at which you will achieve your goals will depend upon how much time you invest in actually accomplishing. If you're daily giving 1 hour only to go towards your goal, you will reach there slow. And then don't feel bad about it, because you invested less time. You are getting slow output. You multiply your time, your results will change. It is directly proportional. That's where, guys, You are responsible for your life circumstances. And if you don't take actions, you will not move. Your success, your results in life is directly proportional to the time you invest and the actions you take. So don't blame others. You are not taking, that's why you're not going. If you're taking more hard actions, you will run faster towards your goal. It is directly proportional to you. Don't put it on anybody else. Okay? Chalo, everyone, finish the time. And after that, write down your alarm setup. Okay, so I'm sharing the screen and writing down this quick action plan what we discussed today. Okay, so meanwhile you close this activity, I'm even writing this down so we have a proper output in front of us. Okay, okay, simple. So who are already done with it, memorize and just look at it. Okay guys, if you live the techniques, you don't have to remember it. That's the beauty of life. You do things practically, you don't have to remember it. Okay, so step number 1. So basically we are trying to convert our dreams into reality. Okay, step number 1. What is the most important goal you want to achieve immediately in your career? Immediately matlab the next item. Okay, yeah, one liner goal statement. Okay, now second, assign a deadline in how much time you want to accomplish it. Okay, very important. Okay, once these two things done, third, write down all possible ideas to be followed, ideas which will take you to your goal. So write down all possible ideas which will take you to the goal. Now people say ideas mean nothing if you don't take actions. Okay, life is all about actions. That's where we are going to convert these ideas into actions. So what did we do? Step by step hota hai everything. Ideas, we applied Pareto principle. Okay, which is called as 80-20 principle. In our case, it means 80% of the output will come when you focus on 20% of your ideas. Okay, so this is Pareto principle. So apply Pareto principle to identify top 20% of your ideas which you want to implement next. And that is because best utilization of your 24 hours, do the things which matter. That's it. Okay, next, once you do this, next, out of these important ideas, what is it that you can do right from tomorrow? Nothing but daily and weekly execution should happen. Okay, now what is it that you can do it right tomorrow? Okay, next 7, allocate time for tomorrow to work on these ideas, whatever it is, allocate time. Okay, 8, set up a mobile reminder to do it on your chosen time. Abhi, this is where it gets interesting. Whoever will perform this activity, step number, okay, set up a mobile alarm. After that, you actually do it. So when you do this, alarm bajega tomorrow, alarm will ring at that time, and then you perform this action, and that's where you will get result. And those who do all of these things but don't take action, tomorrow they will come and they'll be like, I did not feel any difference. Now, guys, it is because you took certain action or you did not take certain action. And you need to understand your ideas are meaningless until you act upon it. So, guys, so far everybody has set up a mobile reminder. Now you need to commit to yourself. Okay, tomorrow at so and so time, I am going to perform this task. That's it. Now, once you do that, try to tomorrow when we meet for the 10 p.m. session, this 9 p.m. session, okay, we will review whether we did the task. Guys, let me tell you, it does not matter whether you have accomplished or not. All that matters is, did you respect yourself so much that when the alarm rang, you quit everything else that you were doing and you moved to work on your task without any distraction? If you have done that, that means you have what it takes to become successful, because that's where the commitment lies. If you can stand up to your own words, to your own plans, that means you have success qualities built in you. If it is not happening, that means you need to put more efforts on yourself, because it will not happen easily. It will not happen ready made. Are you committed enough to accomplish your success? And if you do that, let's say tomorrow itself, you will understand how committed you are to achieve your dream. Because tomorrow 9 p.m. when we connect, and if your answer is, I did not do it, that means you need to work really very hard in order to go towards your dream, because right now you are your own blocker. Nobody else. Nobody else. The world is not going to stop you to do it. It is you. You chose some time. You chose what you want to work. And if you don't work on it tomorrow, it's you who is problem here. And you need to fix that. So I really want all you, set up alarm, set up intention. Okay, tomorrow when it rings, I will work. Whether you don't get output, that's okay. But did you go, sit, think, do something on the ideas which you have written to go forward? If you do that, that's the starting point of success. You get this initial kick, future becomes more easy. And if you're not reaching there, aage problem hoga. Okay? So guys, this is what it is. I am pasting this everything in okay, after the session, I'll update this in our blog as well. And tomorrow itself, you will realize, in one day, you will realize your nature. So lifelong wait karne ki, it's not required to wait for an entire lifelong to realize whether you'll become success or not. It depends on how much committed you are, how much focused you are, and are you really in the game to do it. Your habits will talk about what results you will get in your future. That's it. Stand up to your own plans and life will become simple. Okay. Now let me quickly share the attendance link. It's 3 minutes to close the session. I'm sharing the attendance link. Okay. A second. Here we go. And guys, again, reminding, 4 out of 5 sessions you complete mandatorily for joining on Zoom for the week 2. Okay, 4 out of 5, because that's again a commitment. Okay, so coming back to our chat, the registration code for today is, and just listen. Okay, just consume, just whatever we are discussing, just consume. Don't try to reject anything, don't try to manipulate anything. And it's not even required to remember. Just come regularly, slowly and steadily. We will rewire our thought process. After 2 months, you will realize, Are kya ho gaya mere ko? Even if you don't want to change, but daily you come, you will realize that something different is going on. Your brain starts accepting it. That's the power of repetition. I was reading this biography, okay, of Hitler. So how did Hitler change the entire mindset of Germany people to do that world war? And he was like, he was telling all wrong things, but he was repeating it so much that people just believed that whatever he's saying is truth. And he ignited the entire country to fight with the rest of the world. Okay, bhai, we are superior species than all the other humanity, we are blessed, and he repeated it. So now just imagine, that's how repetition of the right words will influence on your mind. So if you feed the right inputs, right outputs will come. His life is miraculous. You just need to understand. Otherwise, crap jayega, to crap will come outside. Okay. So the code for today is 8989 and the link is here. Everybody, chalo, quickly close it and we will be winding up the session. Okay. Today is the day 3. We will stick with it. The ideas which you have written this entire season, as we go through these ideas, we will convert it into actions. We will make it more consistent. The system will go around these ideas itself. And then you will start seeing how ideas convert into reality with a step-by-step approach. And you will realize that you are doing it on a daily basis. Nobody else is required. You just need to have a logical approach towards your life and everything will get sorted. Okay? And do the attendance. Okay, it's required. It's a system which will push you. Okay, day 2 ho gaya. Now day 3 also I want to do. Okay, let me see who all have submitted so far. Okay, still waiting. Okay, nice. So we have Azhar, Akhila, Shenu, Nigar, Nakul, Sakshi, Sunita, Mayur, Krishna, Harshali, Lakshmi, Afsar, Alok, Siddheshwar, Saurav, Achal, Dibesh, Shruti, Pritam, Naved, Chetan, Krishna, and Alam. Okay, very good to see all you guys and keep pushing yourself. Nobody else is going to come for overcoming your current circumstances. You need to rise. Doesn't matter. Don't depend on your families. Don't depend on your friends. Nobody is going to come. We are there, like-minded people. We want growth in our life and we are ready to put ourselves in. And rest internet pay, there are big CEOs available, business owners available, books available, all the knowledge is there. We just need to go learn, apply our common sense to it, smartness to it, build it into our life and just enjoy. That's it. Okay, so growth is fun, guys. You just make it like that. Don't live with the pressure of growth. Enjoy life by becoming successful. And then you will feel care, I lived this life happily, not with struggle and not with a fear what will happen. Okay. Acha, so somebody is asking for the link again. Let me post it. Okay, and chalo everybody, so have a nice good sleep. It is 10:02 and we will be closing the session. Okay, so somebody has requested link, I'm pasting it again. The code is 8989. Okay, and you can bookmark this link because daily it's going to be the same form. We'll just change the code there. Chalo, thank you all and have a nice peaceful sleep. Keep smiling and kar lo duniya mutti mein. This is what it is, guys. Chalo, thank you everybody and have a nice day and take care of yourself. All of you are like very special.